Ladies and gentlemen, the New York subway shooter has been caught. Let's take a look, shall we? Righty, ladies and gentlemen, you have it here from Microsoft News. Frank James, the man wanted for allegedly opening fire on a rush hour subway train in Brooklyn, shooting 10 people, was taken into custody in Manhattan on Wednesday afternoon, officials said, ending an over 12 or 24-hour long search. So to deal with this guy, right? Let this load. James 62, I mean, that's near retirement. Wanted for the attempted murder of 10 people, was the subject of an intense search by the U.S. Marshals Service and other federal and local agencies. In the chaos after the Tuesday morning shooting at the 36th Street subway station, James eluded law enforcement by boarding an R train that pulled into the station and traveling one stop before exiting at the 25th Street station. According to NYPD Chief of Detectives James Isick, after that, James was seen again at a Park Slope subway stop at 9:15 a.m. before fading from view, Isick said. James has been charged by federal prosecutors in Brooklyn with terror-related offenses, officials said. Remember, terror-related offenses do carry a life sentence. The active shooter incident unfolded on a Manhattan-bound north subway just before 8:30 a.m. as the train approached the 36th Street station. So forgive me, I've never been to New York. I'm a Texan. I'll never go to New York ever. We will never forgive you for harboring General Santa Anna, even though we did get chewing gum out of it. But let me explain it to you, right? So, after we defeated the Mexican army at the Battle of San Jacinto, New York City decided to harbor General Santa Anna. He brought with him this tasteful thing called paraffin. Paraffin has become known as chewing gum, so that's where you get chewing gum from. Mr. Byron Roach, I would like to thank you for teaching me that in Texas history. Big Texas history buff. A man mumbling to himself on the train donned a gas mask and detonated a smoke canister before pulling out a handgun and firing 33 bullets, a police official told ABC News. 3 teenagers were among the 10 people shot. So about a third of the people he was shooting for got hit. You know, you don't hit every. That's really. I mean, what do you do with that? 29 people suffered various injuries, hospital officials said. As of Wednesday morning, just 4 of the wounded remain hospitalized. It's actually really good. You know, God bless those people. But if you look at the backstory on this guy, he was a career criminal. He had all kind of felonious charges that he was being let off on. And this is what happens, ladies and gentlemen. They let these career criminals off. They mug your mothers, sexually assault your daughters, they rob your brothers, they beat your fathers, and the woke don't care. Now, you notice I was being really careful about my words there. I didn't say the liberals, I didn't say Democrats, I didn't say independents. I said the woke. People like Maxine Waters and Rashida Tlaib and AOC who want to close down prisons and release the most violent of assaultive people amongst us. These same people like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and Beto O'Rourke and Pete Buttigieg that want you unarmed at the same time. They want to release you unarmed and unable to defend yourself to be prey for these people. This all goes back to the Second Amendment. New York has some of the strictest gun laws in the nation. Look at the last 2 big mass shootings, one in San Francisco, California, and New York run neck for neck on the strictest gun laws in the nation. And they're trailed by Illinois', Chirac. and you're just left a victim. Let's look at this, please. Let's just take a look and see what's going on. These people choose soft targets, because I guarantee if you come to a rural town in Texas with that, where everybody has a gun and we don't have subways and we like our guns, you're probably going to have a problem. You're not going to make it too far. But see, in New York, on a captive subway system, where none of the citizens are armed, it's a shooting range. You don't have to worry about anybody shooting back at you, especially if there's not a cop around. And then if you're black, the cop is going to be hesitant to take the shot because he don't want to be called a racist. That's right, people. I said it. Even though you've just shot 10 people, that cop could still be called a racist. Oh, he only shot him because he was black. We've seen it. We've seen it. Maybe not to this extent, but we've seen it. Then you have these people, Joe Biden supposedly putting together a ghost gun. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. That was a Glock 19, and you notice he never really fully assembled it. You know why? Do you know why? Because he had the spring turned the wrong way. You notice he tried to, but the spring was turned the wrong way. And so that Glock 19 is not going to seat properly. Oh, doddering idiot. They have no idea what they're talking about. But I'm glad this guy's been caught. Now, from what I'm hearing, I could be wrong. I don't know. Hey, I've been wrong before, and I'll be wrong again. I could be wrong now. You don't know. He was radicalized. Well, I wonder who he was radicalized by. Was it Ben Shapiro? Probably not. Charlie Kirk? Probably not. Tim Pool? Probably not. Maybe it was by BLM. He was ranting on Facebook. Black and whites should not be in the same areas. They should not be together. Well, I wonder where he got that from. And here's the crazy part. A lot of young white woke people. And he fell for it. This man is 62. He had lived his life. 3 years he'd be enjoying retirement. So I don't know what he did in his life that messed it up so much that you're going to go on a subway train and just shoot people. And even if you put him away for life, it's probably 10 years. Maybe if he's lucky. But that's where we are. You have, it's the crazy part. This is always amazes me. And if you have black friends, send this to them. Tell them Dan Dawson said it. You have young white woke people radicalizing black people. You have 20-something-year-old woke white people who've never done shit in their life, and it doesn't matter if they're white. You have 20-year-old woke black people who've never done shit in their life, and you're radicalizing 60-year-old man. What kind of man are you that you would let a 20-year-old radicalize you? How do I put this? It's really kind of disappointing. I don't know, but he's led a life of crime, so he probably didn't have much to look forward to anyway. The life you lead leads you to the place you're going. And with that, let me just say, like, subscribe, share. As always, especially in these days and times, don't get radicalized and keep your powder dry. Thank you.